Hello there from Blackpool in February 2025. I'm here for a Pleasure Beach Resort close season, pre-season update video. But this is going to be nothing like the previous ones that I've done on the channel before, because today I'm not doing an update from on the seafront, and I'm not doing it from walking around the outside of the park. Today, going inside the park with PR and marketing to see inside the engineering workshops and to see some of the work that goes on at Pleasure Beach Resort before a new season starts. So I'm very, very thankful to the team at Pleasure Beach Resort for allowing me to do this today. It's time to get off the seafront and head inside the park. Really looking forward to this. Don't worry, there's more to see from Pleasure Beach and not just me in the rest of this video. In the first workshop shots were the chassis from Steeplechase, and then towards the end of the workshop shots were the horses from Steeplechase. Now the fiberglass horses have been having a repaint. A couple of those were ready to be put back with the chassis, whereas one of them had just been finished having a repaint when we walked through and maybe needs a little bit more paint work done to it. But it was good to see the process of both the paint work going on and also the maintenance work going on the Steeplechase chassis and fiberglass horses. Something that I wish I'd asked whilst I was at Pleasure Beach is, do they crane on the chassis onto the track and then put the fiberglass horses onto the chassis whilst it's on the track, or do they connect it all up and then put the whole thing on the track at the same time? If anyone from Pleasure Beach knows this, please do let us know in the comments section below, or by message, because it's something that I should have definitely asked on Friday. There's around 3 weeks to go until the start of the Pleasure Beach Resort 2025 season. So of course, all of the rides that I saw being worked on were all at different stages of their winter refurbs. Of course, the work will have started at the end of November when Pleasure Beach closed at the end of the 2024 season. Now the turnaround time that the staff have to get the rides ready for opening weekend is a really short turnaround time, because not only do they have to strip the rides down totally, inspect all of the vehicles and everything that comes with them, they then also obviously have to build it back up, put them back on the rides and then test them. It's not like they can literally just lift the roller coaster trains and cars and carriages back onto the rides and be like, right, on you go, enjoy the ride. They have to put it back on the tracks and then test them for a certain number of hours, get the rides up to speed, train the staff on the rides and get everything prepared ready for opening weekend. Something that I really enjoyed doing on this tour around the Pleasure Beach was going in the paint shop, or the paint and model shop now known as PB Studios, and it was cool to see the repainting work going on the infusion train panels, but also on some of the Big One carriages. Back before I was doing YouTube all the time, I used to work in the car industry for a big car manufacturer and used to inspect cars for the paint and damage before they were moved on to a different area. So for me, it was a really cool throwback to see how this is done on a roller coaster train compared to a brand new car. So moving on into the park, because I had the chance to go inside of Pleasure Beach as well, here's a little look at Launchpad, formerly known as Ice Blast. Now of course, Ice Blast was closed in 2024, but for 2025 it will reopen with a new brand, Launchpad, new paint job, it's now blue, looks great so far, and it will have a new pressure cylinder, which means that this ride will go back to its former glories, or something like its former glories. As I'm sure many of you will remember, back in the PlayStation The Ride days and the early days of Ice Blast, this was a very, very forceful attraction. The airtime at the top was insane, and it was one of the best rides at the Pleasure Beach. In its latter years as Ice Blast, it certainly lost its way. It wasn't as good, wasn't as powerful, and didn't have that airtime that we all remember from its early days. But with this new pressure cylinder, there's a good chance that this ride will be back to its former glories and I cannot wait to see it back in action and to hear it all around the park. And moving on to Alice's Wonderland, it's very clear to see there's been some serious repainting going on. This is still a work in progress. When I went into PB Studios, there was still work going on little bits and bobs that will either be on the exterior or the inside of Alice's Wonderland. The final part of my guided tour through Pleasure Beach ahead of the new season was something that I have never done before and something I am extremely grateful for, and that was to go inside Icon's workshop for the first ever time. This is something I've wanted to do at Pleasure Beach since the day that Icon was built. As a roller coaster enthusiast and geek and someone that loves to know how these things work, I've always wanted to have a nosy in the workshop, mainly to see if it's similar to other Mack attraction workshops that I've seen, namely Helix at Leesburg, and it is very similar in the way that it's designed and laid out, and it was fantastic to see Icon from a different point of view. Interestingly, Icon's transfer track and workshop area are very different to what you would see on something like the Big One. For example, Big One's transfer track area, the track is the same as the track that you will see all around the ride, whereas Icon, it does not have the same track or running rails as you will see going around the ride. Icon's trains go inside the workshop on small running wheels on a little rail, so that the whole wheel assembly can hang down and be inspected from underneath by the Pleasure Beach's engineering team. This is something that you would not see on rides like the Big One, Infusion, Avalanche, because their transfer track style or design is very different to that of Icon's. I would like to take the opportunity to say a massive thank you to the team at Pleasure Beach Resort for allowing me to see behind the scenes ahead of the 2025 season. It's something that I am very grateful for, and I really appreciate all of the hard work that's going on to keep the iconic attractions at the park operating so that we can enjoy our favourite rides at the Pleasure Beach once again. If you have enjoyed this video here on Your Experience Guide from Pleasure Beach Resort, please hit the like button. It's a little thumbs up below. If we could get this video to somewhere between 200 and 300 likes, that would be massively appreciated. And please subscribe to Your Experience Guide. We're on a journey to 50,000 subscribers and we're almost there now. We're around 2,000 away. So please like the video, subscribe, please comment. Many thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.